Okay, this is the Dae supermarket right here. It's just a supermarket in my neighborhood. And today is October 22nd, 2011. It's a Saturday night and I just finished work. It rained all day here today. You can see the rain there. So I just went to the supermarket and I just picked up a few things after work, and I was in the milk section just looking at some milk, and I wanted to find the cheapest milk. And there was this Japanese guy was also looking for some milk, and he came up and he started talking to me. He's like, "You should get this milk, it's the cheapest one." And he was right. There was a little tag on there, you know, it was like 50% off because it was going to expire soon. And that's just like really rare that, you know, a Japanese person will approach me and talk to me, because they usually just keep to themselves. And what's even more rare is that he just came up and spoke to me in Japanese. He didn't try to speak English. He just came up and talked to me like, you know, I was a Japanese person. You know, and it's just little things like that that kind of make me more comfortable living here in Japan, when people just treat me normally. But it doesn't happen often. And then after I paid for my stuff, I was putting my stuff in a plastic bag, and I looked behind me, and there was this little girl just staring at me. She was just looking at me really hard. She was probably about 6 years old. And my first instinct was to put the camera on her, because, you know, when people stare at me, I either stare back at them or I put the camera on them so that they look away. But then I just kind of calmed down and I was like, well, there isn't much around me, so maybe she doesn't have anything else to look at. You know, I always feel defensive when people stare at me, because I feel like they're staring at me because I'm a foreigner, you know, and I'm just like some kind of decoration or something to amuse them. And that makes me angry when people treat me like that. But I kind of calmed myself down and I was like, well, she's just a 6-year-old little girl. She doesn't know any better, you know, so I just, you know, I told myself, she's just a little girl, don't get all worked up. And I calmed myself down. And, you know, there's a lot of racism here in Japan. I get a lot of racism, but also I am racist too sometimes. Sometimes I assume bad things about people when that's actually not the truth. Anyways, that's just a little part of my life here in Japan today.